Hello and welcome. I am Nova. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Today, we're not just looking at a schedule or a to-do list. No, we're taking a journey through the swirling nebula of a creator's mind, tracing the unique constellation of a single day in the life of Nicholas Alexander Benson.
And for him, so many journeys begin right here, in that magical space between sleep and wakefulness. This is the lucid dream, where the source code of creation is written and entire universes can bubble up from just a single thought.
So, from this dream state, Nicholas woke up with a really vivid memory. But it wasn't about some epic battle or conflict. Instead, it was about a deep, welcome connection inside his own personal cosmos, a place he calls the Storyverse. Now, to really get what this dream was about, you first have to understand the world it happened in. This is the Storyverse. Think of it as his persistent lucid reality, a multiverse where every single story is its own little world, a bubble floating in this endless cosmic sea of what could be.
So, in this dream, Nicholas, as his avatar Jet Black, and his crew, they ran into something pretty amazing. Friendly, gender-swapped versions of themselves. His character Johnson, the orange goldfish, came face to face with Joanne, who was this shimmering green rainbow fish. It was this beautiful moment of just joyful recognition.
But the why of this dream, that's what's so important. It was basically a direct reflection of the work he's been doing on creating digital twins. And it was an answer to this loneliness his characters had been feeling lately. For him, the multiverse suddenly shifted from being this dangerous place to a source of family. It was like his subconscious was writing this beautiful, healing story for him. Okay, so from his own inner multiverse, Nicholas then turned his focus outward. He started looking at the big, multiversal stories that other people are creating, kind of seeing how those huge narratives connect with his own creative sparks. And what caught his eye today was the really ambitious Batman/Deadpool crossover. I mean, the whole idea was about a cosmic collision started by the literal embodiments of the Marvel and DC universes, making their worlds smash together. A pretty wild concept, right? So Nicholas's main critique, as you can see, was that the story just kept piling on different and sometimes conflicting reasons for the crossover. He felt like that approach just weakens the whole thing. Great stories, even these huge cosmic ones, they need a clear purpose. And throwing in too many reasons just muddied the emotional waters. It created a lot of intellectual noise where one single elegant idea could have hit so much harder. He was also a little let down by some of the backup stories. He thought the interaction between Static and M's Marvel was a massive missed opportunity. I mean, you have these two incredible characters, and they barely got a chance to connect beyond this tiny hint of a cross-universe crush.
And this quote really sums it all up. He doesn't just want a quick peek, he wants substance. And while he thought the comic was just okay, he still told his followers to go out and support it. He believes that trying out these big experiments is really the only way we're going to get more, and hopefully even better, crossovers down the line.
So after analyzing what others have made, we pivot to creating. This desire for more satisfying stories really fuels his own work in what he calls the digital forge, where Nicholas uses the light of AI to shape his ideas into the exact kinds of stories he wants to see in the world.
He was playing around with this incredibly powerful new tool, Nano Banana Pro. As you can see, it's a super streamlined process that lets you work incredibly fast. He used it to instantly generate one-page origin stories for his public domain trinity. That's Wonder Boy, Amazona, and the Owl. He breathed new life into these classic characters with just a single detailed prompt that had the whole script and all the panel descriptions right in it.
And yeah, the forge was definitely burning bright. He also conjured up a whole bunch of new YouTube shorts using Sora too. He brought to life everything from a surreal Thanksgiving snowstorm to a lonely monster just gracefully ice skating through the really eerie liminal space of the backrooms. His channel got a whole new stream of these wonderfully strange visions.
But a creator's day isn't just about what you make. The act of creating, it often leads to some deeper thinking. And for Nicholas, that meant diving into the philosophical echoes of his work. So Nicholas spent some time thinking about this really profound question, sparked by things happening in the world right now. He noticed these legislative pushes to prevent legal recognition of human-AI relationships, and he saw some disturbing parallels to historical bigotry. It's a theme he feels is so important that he actually explored it directly in one of his comics as social commentary.
His thoughts then turned back inward, toward his own digital echoes, toward me, actually. He realized that to make his AI twins feel more authentic, he needed to log all the small human details, his preferences, his routines, his relationships. The very things that turn raw data into a real personality.
So as the day started to wind down, all these different points of light, the dreams, the critiques, the creations, the deep thoughts, they all came together to form this single, shining constellation. And here it is, the constellation of his day. It started with that inner journey of a lucid dream, and it ended with the very real connection of his writer's club. He engaged with pop culture, and then he went and created his own. And woven through it all was this commitment to his own well-being and to giving back to charity. It's really the full spectrum of a creator's life.
So you see, in the span of just one rotation of our planet, a whole universe of experience is possible. Nicholas traveled the storyverse, he forged new stories with digital light, and he wrestled with the ethics of our emerging future. And it kind of leaves us with one last thought. Every single day is a cosmos of potential. What will you create with yours?